All right, what is up, my brony brothers? New crypto equals new scam. That's usually what it means, right? Cryptocurrencies, as we know on this channel, as we often talk about, how scammy and smudgy they are. Cryptocurrency is not what it appears. It is a wolf in beta male's clothing, all right? Beta. But I know overall, I think that cryptocurrency is a damn waste of time. I think that it's fascinating software. I think that a lot of the blockchain technology, I love it. If you're a software developer and you want to create your own little decentralized project for like your company, that's fine. What I'm trying to get at is this. Cryptocurrency is at the end of the day not really worth anything. It doesn't really matter. That's my point. I don't believe in it. I don't. I think new crypto equals new scam. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Chris Guthrie for the title of this one. He said I was doing a horizontal stream, and he came up with this. I got to say, what a stud! What a stud! So thank you, Chris Guthrie. I appreciate it big time, my brony brother. And to every brony brother out there, we accept you with our arms wide open under all the sunlight. Welcome to this place. I'll show you everything. With cheeks wide open. And I'll show you everything. No, yeah. Crypto is a scam. And you know, I just think it's the problem is nobody understands what intrinsic value actually is. And I think that's a big deal. By the way, once again, thank you, Chris Guthrie, for the title of this particular stream. We started a little earlier than expected. I said I was going to start streaming around 3:30, but we did it around this time. MJ Munson says, yo, nice singing. Thank you, my Bruni brother. Appreciate it. Dave the plumber says, please don't. With arms wide open. Wide open. The bronies, dude. All right, so let's do some. I'm gonna do 6 sit-ups to get this started here. I'm gonna do 6 sit-ups. I'm gonna show you guys I ain't no pussy. I'm gonna get up on my mussy. Oh. Oh. 14. I got 26. I got 26 in the books. Whew, 26 sit-ups. There we go. Beta. I've been watching too much Jesse Lee Peterson, by the way. All right, 26 sit-ups though. It's like a world record. Feels so good. Just like I knew I would. Throughout the stream, I am going to be doing sit-ups off camera, most likely. But I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I mean, it's possible that I did 33, and I don't think I counted every single one of them, but I'm okay with undercounting it. But I'm okay with undercounting my own push-up, my own sit-ups when I do them traditionally. What are you guys talking about here? So, by the way, how many of you guys think that cryptocurrency is a scam? Like, I think it's a total scam. I think it's a total sham. I think it's awful. So, I want to explain cryptocurrencies through my eyes. Crypto scams explained, okay? Another revolutionary coin has been launched. Guess who gets rich first? Can you take a guess? Who is the person that gets rich first? The moment some sort of new freaking crypto. Like, I don't know. Can you guess? The person who created the grifto, right? So I want to talk about a couple key points I want to bring up, all right? So here's why new coin equals old con, right? So every cycle repeats. Get you white paper, buzzwords, influencers. The pattern isn't innovation, it's redistribution from late buyers to early insiders. Look, there's a playbook here, okay? Playbook, it's called the Ponzi's. Anybody who starts a cryptocurrency, by the way, is technically a Ponzi artist. I felt dirty when I went on pump.fun and created my own crypto. Yeah, there's a stupid meme coins, basically. Either way, pump.fun is just another extension of the degeneracy and the lack of intrinsic value in the crypto market. It just proves my point that there will always be an infinite level of competition to Bitcoin and that nobody in the end really cares about crypto because it is a BS. It's a BS system. Cryptocurrency is stupid. Now, here's who actually profits, all right? So the founders, the seed VCs, the exchanges, and the marketers. They have a low-cost basis and liquidity, right? Because they got in originally. But they know, for instance, Logan Paul was smart. Logan Paul knew that because of his name alone, all the idiots out there would suddenly be buying his stupid cryptocurrency. But retail is exit liquidity. If you walk through a simple timeline from stealth to listing to dump. So, look, we can go over the tokenomics red flags if we want here. So there's also huge insider allocations. That's a big deal. There's short cliffs and vests. There's reflexive burns, Going through the list real quick. There's dual tokens, vague utility, by the way. They claim that there's some sort of utility for this particular token or crypto. And they explain how each mechanic manufactures scarcity optics, but not value. You know, something can be scarce, but something can also not be valuable at the same time. Scarcity does not equate to value, which is why I hate it when people say, but Bitcoin is scarce. There's only ever going to be 21 million. Oh, I'm going to come. Hold on. BRB, everybody. I gotta cut my pizza real quick. That'll give me a second. Okay, now where were we? All right, here we go. So tokenomics red flags. So huge insider allocations. We talk about short cliffs, vests, reflexive burns, dual tokens, vague utility. Explain how each mechanic manufactures scarcity in optics, but never value. Never. LOL. Also, I want you guys to subscribe for no BS breakdowns, by the way. No BS. Comment with the sketchiest pitch you've ever seen, by the way. So if you guys have any sketchy pitches that you've heard in all your time looking up crypto currencies, let me know. I want to know what the scammiest of all scams looks like. We'll go over a few other things here in a bit. Crow Macaw says Garza's not gay, only half gay. Crow Chroma also says random Taco Bell bag on top of the refrigerator. How is Bitcoin worth so much? Well, honestly, it's a lot of concentration. When I say concentration, is a lot of morons have. So basically, what happens is there's been a lot of institutional interest, but not because the institutions actually care about Bitcoin. It's because they know that they can convince fools to invest into Bitcoin. Now, I think Bitcoin's a scam through and through. I think it's one of the biggest scams of all time. And it saddens me when people claim that it's not a scam, because it's a scam. It's a scammiest of scams, all right? Crypto is grifto. All right, this is the one thing I tout on my channel so effing much. Effing much. Okay? Crypto is grifto. Repeat after me. Crypto is grifto. Yeah, cheeseburger fresh. You're such a loser. I wouldn't say that look, I'm pretty center for the most part, but I'm very right-leaning at this point in my life. I mean, when I was young and dumb, I voted Democrat, but no, as I've gotten older, I've definitely wisened up a little bit. The Democrat Party wants, first off, democracy. We're not even a democracy. I hate it when everybody says, we got to defend our democracy. No, we're not even a democracy, dude. We're a constitutional representative republic. It pisses me off. Pisses me off that people think that we're a democracy on the federal level. On the state level, yes, we are a democracy when it comes to figuring out state issues for the most part. Like certain laws and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that more power needs to be in the state's hands. Like, people don't understand the federal government is not meant to be powerful. Each state has to kind of figure out their own shit, right? Now, they can model the federal government's way of doing things if they really want to, or they can go a different approach. The whole idea of states' rights is so that, you know, we don't want all of California's rules to be enforced on every state. Texans, for instance, don't want California's stupid rules. They don't want California's overtaxation. You know what I mean? Chroma is saying we should all get rich on it, though? What are you referring to? Crypto is grifto. Look, you guys, I mean, you got to admit, man, cryptocurrency is griftocurrency. It's just a fact of life. Like, the problem I have with cryptocurrency is every single crypto project just sounds so fucking scammy. You know what I mean? Cryptocurrency might be one of the biggest legal Ponzi schemes I've ever seen that people have widely accepted. And it does blow my mind that people widely accept cryptocurrency as valid when it's... Chris says, this is Royal Caribbean. You haven't sent us your social security. Oh, God, no. Oh, man. I was hoping that those guys would get the point, because every time those freaking scammers call me, They're just like, hey, we noticed that you had been traveling with us over the last week or so or month. And I'm thinking to myself, I never travel with anybody. I pretty much take my car places, and I don't really do. If I need to, I'll sleep in my car. But that's about the extent of it. Chroma says Picoin is a fat scam. I'll give you that. All crypto. All crypto is a fat scam. By the way, none of this is financial advice. I don't even consider crypto a financial instrument. I consider crypto to be grifto. I think crypto sucks, dude. I'm a soy boy, babe. I want to be a soy boy, baby. I want that soy milk every day. Soy boy, baby. I want to be a soy boy. Cash in the mattress. Garza. I think gold is the best thing in the. I think gold is sexy. I think gold is hot. We got dog eat dog in the house. What up, my brony brother? What's up, dude? My favorite member of all time, dog eat dog. The guy who talks about the dude. Dog eat dog is consistently talking about rim jobbies. I don't know what that means or why he does it, but that's what my boy does, dude. Give me one moment, my brony brothers. I gotta check something. Dog Eat Dog says, always talking about them Remy's G. Chromaka says, checking his crypto. My grifto, dude. Hell yeah. Crypto is a scam, without a doubt, dude. Cryptocurrencies are grifto currencies. Spot on, man. Spot on, brother. As I always say on this channel, man, crypto is what? Grifto. That's like the battle cry of this channel. We can't stand cryptocurrency because we know in our heart of hearts that cryptocurrency is a scam. That's what we feel. It's what we know. When will we agree? Yeah. Everybody's gonna look so sexy tonight. So sexy, alright. Everybody's sexy tonight. Yeah. Everybody's looking so fine. Everybody in the chat's alright. We got Keg Dog. We got Chroma. Crypto is grifto is something Satoshi Nakamoto would say. Says Chroma. Oh yeah, Chroma turned me gay. Oh yeah. No, he did not. But did he? Did he do? I don't know. Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he? They call me witty. I'm like P. Diddy. I don't even know why they call me that. Yeah. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for my land. New York and Japan, 'cause I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. Yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. Thank you, Mr. Hyperborean. Appreciate it. One moment. One moment. Too sexy for Milan. New York and Japan. Oh. All right. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Frozen pizza's the best, dude. So good. Oh, so good. This is the best, dude. Pepperoni and olives, man. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Dog Eat Dog is on the right track. Can't think of a time where Dog Eat Dog wasn't on the right track, though. Dog Eat Dog might be my favorite chatter of all time. Pizza makes him queef. It's disgusting, but I'll accept that. So I was keeping track. I watched the Donald Trump 60 Minutes interview. And look, the Democrats are going to keep this shutdown lasting longer. And they have every ability to vote, by the way. Every ability. Without question. And they can work with the Republicans later to try to get those subsidies to make it where health insurance is a lower price. Okay. At the end of the day, the Republicans are voting to get the Republicans are actually voting in the Senate to get the government back up and running. The Democrats have not been. And whose fault is that at the end of the day? The president's not forcing their hand. He's just saying, look, we'll work with you. Let's just get the government open and we'll start talks. We'll start hashing out a plan. But because the Democrats are unable to work with anybody because they look at Donald Trump and say, Orange Man is bad. Yeah. I'm sorry. I think that, I'm not Donald Trump's biggest fan in the world. There are some things he does that piss me off, like the whole crypto shit. But it's pretty damn clear that the more I read about this, it just seems like the Democrats are pissed that they can't get everything their way. Sorry. If you guys wanted everything your way, maybe have better leaders. Maybe become a more popular party. Right? The Democrat Party is so unpopular. That's why the Senate and the House are pretty much Republican ruled. So either way, Democrat parties become far too unpopular. People would rather have Donald Trump than a Democrat. That shows you how unpopular the Democrat Party is. So for all the Democrats out there complaining that Trump is so evil and he's a dictator, sorry, you can't really be a dictator with the three branches of government. You can try, but you will not succeed. There are still limits to what the executive branch can do. And that's the truth. Either way, the ball is in the Democrats' court. All right. If the Democrats wanted that, they can open, like, seriously, they just pass what's there, work with Donald Trump, work with the Republicans, work with whoever you got to do, and try to figure out a way to then separately fund the health insurance stuff. Chris Hutchinson, what do you want me to invest in? What am I investing in? Chris Hutchins, what do you want me to invest in, dog? Chris Hutchins, let's see. Chris Hutchins has the ability for me to get a machine and battery to make it easier to pan for gold. So you're basically coming up with an automated... Okay, so you're coming up with an automated... Okay, well, how do people invest in you? Tell us, Chris, how do people invest? I don't think I'm going to invest because that's not really... I like gold, but I don't even know you, and I don't know what you're proposing. I don't know if what you're proposing is just smoke at my ass or not. But do what you got to do, man. Okay, so the question is, why should we invest? And is this going to be a machine that you create, or is this an existing machine? Like, what is this machine that you're buying? Are you creating the machine, or are you buying the machine? And also, the question is, I appreciate you asking, Chris, but I've got no idea. And besides, how would I even know that you would pay me back? I can't even... Because if I'm giving you a loan, if I'm investing in you, in this machine... What would be my return on investment? What would you estimate? Would I get 100% return? Like, would I get my money back and then some and more? Like, what would be it? Would I have 100% gains from this investment? Like, as somebody who loves to invest, I want to know. One of the reasons we have a lot of members on this channel is because, well, people have relied on my investing knowledge and experience. I wouldn't say it's advice. It's not financial advice. It's really for educational and entertainment purposes only, but education more so. Well, Chris, How about this? I am going to do this. I'm just going to buy gold. I'm just going to buy gold. Definitely sounds like he's scamming, that's for sure. Oh, Chris, I know he's blowing lies up my ass, dude. I wasn't born yesterday. But yeah, I'm not falling for this dude's scam at all. Hell no. Sam Westall, what the hell are you? Why are you doing all these hashtags, dude? Are you some sort of crypto loser? Is this Samuel Westall? Sounds like a crypto guy. Oh God. Chris Hutchinson, no. Hutchins, no. I don't believe you for a second, bud. I'd rather bet against Bitcoin than bet on you. So I prefer to bet against Bitcoin, and hopefully you find somebody to invest in you, brother. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the you might be able to do a crowdfund, though. Maybe you could crowdfund, maybe go to like GoFundMe, and then when you go to GoFundMe, you can make all that money, man. Chris Hutchins, you are a whiner. So go on GoFundMe, dude. Hell yeah. Chris, if you really want the money to get your fucking machine with your battery, just go on GoFundMe, dude. That's probably your best bet. Cause ain't nobody falling for your scam, bro. So I think you're scamming, brother. Thank you for the subscription, by the way. Thank you, RR Train RR, for the subscribe. I appreciate you, my brony brother. Chris Hutchins says, really, I'm whining. You're uneducated with knowing what... Dude, being an investor is pretty freaking easy. Especially if you remain as diversified as possible across all asset classes, you'll be fine. What are you talking about, brother? Chris Hutchins, you don't know garbage, dude. Chris, just stop it. Anyway, yeah, Chris Hutchins is a loser. You know, what'd be interesting is to swing trade a gold ETF. That would be an interesting swing trade opportunity. You know, because it's like the gold price does fluctuate a bit. It's not hyper volatile, but Chroma says, why do you need a machine anyways? You know what gold looks like. Go find some. Exactly. Yeah, you could basically, honestly, if you want to invest in gold, just invest in gold. You know, as great as it is to get equipment to find and pan for gold, you know, I just don't know where you're going to. You have to find some good spots, man. Maybe I should ask ChatGPT where I could find gold in Oregon. Yeah, it's probably true. I don't know why. I think the season change is making me tired. It's basically Diablo sauce. I got to take the Diablo sauce out of there and then put it in the fridge. Yeah, it's basically a bag full of Diablo sauce is what it ultimately is. It's pretty sexy. Yeah, it's basically Taco Bell sauce, yeah. Diablo sauce, baby. It's good shit. So how many of you guys think... I don't know. I don't know. It's all dumb. But yeah, I think that new crypto is a scam. All new cryptocurrencies that come out, they're all bullshit. They all don't really matter. Do you like that lime flavor in the Diablo? Oh, yeah, dude. I'm all about the Diablo sauce. I love the lime flavor in it. The Diablo sauce might be the best Taco Bell sauce to ever be released. I'm obsessed with the Diablo sauce, if we're going to be honest. I will say this, though. There's roadmap theater versus real product, right? And there's like demos, partnerships, and audits that don't audit economics, and perpetual test nets to keep the hype alive while insiders unload. So what happens is these scammers convince you, the people, to get into, you got to get in. You got to get in now. And we all know it's ridiculous, right? But anyway, there's also regulatory gray zones like jurisdiction shopping, foundation shells, in terms that say not a security while behaving like one. If enforcement risk is part of the bull case, you don't have a case. Now, there's also the survivorship illusion. A few coins persist. Thousands vanished. Survivors are used to justify the gambling. They show how survivorship bias hides base rates and inflates the confidence. So basically, you see all the success stories of crypto, but you don't see all the sob stories of crypto. You don't see the guy who idiotically put his savings account into a cryptocurrency and was dumb enough to stay in long enough, right? You don't see those stories. You see the, uber successful guy right here. Oh, I got the crypto, yeah. Hell yeah. It's like, But a simple due diligence toolkit, though, recap tables and vesting, like trace treasury wallets, verify revenue. Users actually pay. You got to verify the revenue users actually pay. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Demand product market fit without token incentives, and insist on time-locked governance. So those are kind of the key ideas. Look, I think crypto is grifto. I love betting against it. I don't think betting against it is for everybody. Everybody doesn't have the temperament for it. I love the volatility. I think crypto sucks, so I'm more than happy to bet against crypto, my grifto. But yeah, that's just me. That's my take on it. What do you guys think, though? You guys think that do you guys think I'm out of my bloody mind, or do you guys think I'm on the right track here? Chroma Casa's Tabasco Chipotle sauce is epic stuff. Oh, yeah. That kind of tasty. Chroma Casa's Tabasco. Shit's good, dude. All right, make sure you guys send us your super chats, or if you can't, make sure you guys tap the subscribe button or tap the like button, one or the other. I don't really care. Just tap that ass. Hello, John Hughes. What's going on, my brony brother? Are you a brony just like me? Do you wear your hooves? I'm a pink brony girl, and I dance at the gay club. Oh my God, I'm just having fun on the stage with my hooves. It's where I belong, down at the Pink Brony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on fapping at the Pink Brony Club. Pink Brony Club. John Hughes, why are you mad, my brony brother? Tell me. Why are you so mad, bro? Why? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why. Now I can see that we're falling apart from the way that it used to be. Yeah, no matter the distance, and I want you to know that deep down inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire you are. Oh, let's see. So I guess, let me see, Trump's inflation number 3%. No? All right. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you do tariffs. I mean, here's the thing, man. Tariffs are okay. I still think tariffs are all right as long as you're matching what the other country's doing. You know, I think reciprocal tariffs make sense. If China's, like, for instance, if China's doing 20% tariffs on us, we do 20% tariffs on them. Easy come, easy go. But yeah, no, to be honest, it was expected that inflation would happen. The dollar doesn't, first off, there is no preventing the decay of the dollar. I want to make that very, very clear. Unless the dollar becomes backed by gold miraculously, the dollar is always going to be on a collision course to zero, right? And the dollar is intrinsically worthless at the end of the day. But yeah, overall, as you all know, I think Trump's the man. Do I think he's perfect for this country? No. He's far from perfect, but I'll take Trump. Crypto is grifto, though. Yeah, give me a few moments. But yeah, no, I think the Taco Bell bag is pretty dope in the back, I got to admit. It's a very sexy Taco Bell bag. I love it. This ain't nothing but a butt ache. Tell me why I never want to hear you say I want it that way. But you're fire, the one desire, believe when I say. All right, what was I looking up? Oh, Nightbot, commands. My brain's a little dead today, you guys. I'm sorry about that. But we're just kind of shooting the shit, you know. I'm letting you guys know that I think crypto is grifto, obviously. I think it's dumb. It's one of those weird phenomenons in society. Okay, and then also I'm going to look at the live stream. Make sure everything looks good there. I might need to do super chats first. Hold on. So I'm trying a bit of an experiment. This may or may not work. I'm not entirely sure. Got a bit of a headache. Oh. Okay. That seems like it's working a little bit better. Because I'm the greatest white rapper in the US of A. And all my homeboys, they think that I'm gay. And is it cause I wear really tight jeans? Is it because I'm so sexy and lean? Oh, I know what I'm doing here right now. I'm gonna shake my ass right here. Everybody best steer clear, cause I'm gonna shake my ass right here. Steer clear. I'm gonna shake my ass right here. I had like 4 slices. I already ate a little bit earlier too, so I don't want to overstuff my ass. Thank you, Chromaka. I'm going to ask ChatGPT something just because my buddy is very insistent on trying to convince me that the Trump economy is worse than the Biden economy, but I don't know. The media hates him. Like, look at any interview with Trump. The media hates the guy. You could see the vitriol in their face. So, and that's because Trump can't stand the media.